Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to take a look at all of my attacks from the last war, which was a community league war, which means it's only tournament 13 versus only tournament 13 in the CCL. Which means it's a community league, it's a lot of fun, it's good clan versus really good clan, and let's see who's winning in the end, and let's see how my attacks went overall. We had 4 attacks, like I said. We attacked a couple of with different strategies, and let's see how this works. But first off, if you guys would like to see me live streaming, make sure to go to my Twitch channel and follow me over there. I'm streaming every single day from 8 to 10 p.m. CET in German, and always on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. in English. So if you guys want to see me live, make sure to go to my Twitch channel. If you guys would like to support me, go to your in-game settings, in more settings, and then over there you can find at the bottom the iTzu creator code. So just type the iTzu code in there, and whenever you're buying one of those juicy offers, well, then you can support me really easily. So let's take a look at the first attack, and this one is going to be a Queen Charge Minor attack. And nope, I'm not only doing Queen Charge Minors today, a couple of different other strategies will be hopefully around there as well. But right now, Queen Charge Minors is so crazy strong. The queen on this one is supposed to go into the town hall. Meanwhile, the king is supposed to find the queen actually into the town hall. So the idea is to get the king out of the way, get the air defense, and get the scatter shot. At the same time, get the enemy town hall and get the CC lure. All of this should happen right behind each other, and then we have this really nice path for our miners. It's all about creating this really unique, this really straight path for your miners to triple basically any base at the moment. If you can make sure that they're the pathing for the miners is good, they're one of the strongest armies at the moment. People are slowly catching up to that and placing ground skeletons against that, and that's what you guys should do as well if you want to defend this. But right now, not too many players caught up to this so far, which means it's really easy at the moment to triple those bases with the Queen Charge Minors, which means, guys, if you want to get those triples in, use this army and try to learn a couple of more things about this. So, like I said, we're doing the Queen Charge Minors into this LA now. We're using the Royal Champion on the outside. We have on the outside my own P.E.K.K.A. from the Siege Barrack, because we dropped the Siege Barrack on the right side. The synergy in between of the Siege Barrack and Miners is just beyond crazy. It's one of the best things. The Siege Machine is perfect for this strategy. Now the Hawk Riders are coming delayed into the back end, which means they're joining up with the Miners. Delayed warden ability to make sure that the scatter shot and the bomb tower is dealing no damage to my Hawk Riders or to my Miners. The queen is dying, which basically means now the healers are switching. That was the path of the siege barracks, which means you can see now the delayed pathing of the Hawk Riders. The siege barrack is cleaning the outside, which means all of our miners are staying in the inside, and then delayed for the back, and the Hawk Riders are coming out of the siege. It's the perfect siege machine for this attack strategy. And guys, just try it out on your own. This attack strategy at the moment is crazy strong. So I think let's try it on the next attack as well. And if that fails, well, maybe then we use something else. So let's see how the next attack is going. This time we're attacking the number 1 guy in the enemy clan, and let's see if we can somehow make this work. No jump spell, no freezes, no wall breakers, no whatsoever. The goal of this, because this is a cleanup attack, the goal of this attack is basically to get the queen into the wall on her own, which means we do not really have to bring any wall breakers at this point. The big issue, the big mistake, what I'm doing right now is I deployed the Hawk Riders too late, which means the CC is now coming out at the same time where the enemy queen is entering my queen. Which means that's a huge issue for me, because now I have to use my queen ability, and this is causing the archers to spawn, which is causing the enemy king to come over. But why is that an issue? We will see in a second. So another rage, another entrance, another encounter of the enemy king, and now that's the issue. The king came for the archers, which lures my queen away, which lures my queen into the cannon, and then goes for the single inferno tower. Otherwise, she would have went for the wall. Now she's going into the single, dying in pain, I don't know. But what she was supposed to do, we're supposed to go through that wall and go into the second layer on her own. With that not happening, this is completely ruining this attack, but let's try to somehow save this. Maybe that's possible. So what we're doing next is once again the siege barracks at 6, and then the royal champion in behind. We are using the king to funnel the miners into the back and into the town hall. The royal champion is taking out the next expo, taking out the eagle right behind that, and then we have our miners coming in. King is still alive, we're still in rage, and we still have the warden ability. So let's see if we can do that. Couple of ground skeletons. Like I said, people are slowly catching up to this with placing ground skeletons around important defenses. And, well, those ground skeletons are super annoying for those miners. So far it's not looking too great. We have still so much standing. The enemy eagle was not going down, which for us means that, well, the eagle will be the death for all of the miners. And like I said, the queen was supposed to go through that wall, and since she didn't do that, this was the beginning of the end, basically. So let's take a look at the next attack, and this one is going to be Queen Charge Lalo. I think really an army which a lot of people think that it's not as strong anymore, and I just think it is really, really good to use. Why is that the case? I think with all of the single inferno towers, with all of the ground expos coming up, if you can charge somewhere with your queen safely, then this attack strategy is really, really good. On this one, I'm sending in my wall breakers. No Coco wall breaker, like no test wall breaker needed, because this guy has no maxed small bombs, which means they're not one-shotting my wall breakers. Now, obviously, like a coconut loon, and then the healers in behind. As soon as my king is dead and my queen, like the healers cannot switch anymore, so healers are placed. Enemy CC is lured on the right side with like a loon. Now another rage to get my queen through the enemy queen and then into the enemy clan castle. I sadly mistimed my rage. Once again, another mistake from me. Which caused me to use the queen ability too early. So this means we have no queen ability anymore for the back end. The queen was supposed to take out the entire back end, but we have only 2 rages. This means without the queen ability it will be hard, and now we're going for the Lalo against the 2 single inferno towers. That should be pretty good. The first town with a couple of loons from the left, and then the next town from the right with the royal champion. And the nice thing about that, if you can add the royal champion to the Lalo, that the warden doesn't really have to follow the lava hounds or the loons, because he will most likely follow the royal champion. And this means the warden should not stay behind. This is a really nice thing right now for Lalo, because there was always a big issue that the warden was not following correctly. For now, the warden is following. The town was activated. I'm using the freeze on the town hall and the haste spell at the top. This was supposed to be switched. I wanted to use the haste on the town hall and the freeze at the top to save my queen. But guys, I messed up once again. I don't know what I was doing. Maybe it was already too late. I did the attacks after the stream. It was super bad, but either way, let's try to still save that. We have 1 haste less. We have 1 haste less, and this is going to be super, super close. We still have the royal champion ability. We have a couple of pups still cleaning up everything. And if we're getting lucky, this still might be enough. So let's see. Power-wise, we're good to go. We have so many freaking loons, and the loons can't die, because those single inferno towers, like, they do not care. Even if you're running into, if you're running into a single inferno tower with like 20 loons, and the single inferno tower is taking out 1 or 2 loons, you don't care. You don't care. You still have like 20 loons left. So yeah, with all of the loons coming into the back end, so far it's looking good. The next step for me is saving the royal champion ability, so I can take out the Tesla and the back end defense, or like the buildings, which means my loons will right away go into the other direction. So I'm using the royal champion ability. All of the buildings are gone, which means that my loons can go into the other direction now. And this means this could be a triple. Like I said, the time is like, this is the time how it looked in the attack. 4, 3, 2, 1, triple. It was super close. So guys, I will show you guys again. So just take a look at how close this was. Take a look at the clock, and when I would place the first troop, which was the king, 3 minutes, 2 seconds, like the exact same time, was like half a second or something like that left in the attack. Was super close. Was super annoying with the mess up of the haste, and the freeze was super bad. But either way, we got the triple. So let's see if we can take out another base as well. And for me, this war, I was basically the guy who is supposed to triple all of the low bases, since I failed versus the number 1 base. So what I did was I attacked number 25, I attacked number 23, tripled both, and now we're going for 24. So let's hope that the streakers keep going, sending in a couple of wall breakers, getting into the CC, and placing the poison, obviously. Poison, we're even getting out another ground skeleton at the town hall. Like I said, those ground skeletons are super important at the moment to stop the miners. But either way, we're coming in with the miners. So let's see and how we can do with this attack strategy. Once again, this time versus a not maxed base. But let's see how this goes. We're taking out the town hall in a second. And then we can start with the miners already really soon. On this one, I used the next wall break. A little bit unlucky with the timing, with the giant bomb. There was the timing was a little bit off, but either way, the queen is now going for the wall, which is nice for us. So let's get started with the miners any second now. What I'm doing is I'm using a baby dragon to get rid of the Lexus storage, and then using the royal champion to go for the cannon, and then on the other side to go for the, once again, the siege barracks. Like I said, siege barracks super strong right now, especially with miners. So many ground skeletons around the town hall, which means if I would have not taken out the town hall with my queen, we would have had a lot of trouble. So next thing is going to happen with my miners coming in. Queen ability is needed because the stupid single inferno tower, I don't know, the single inferno tower loves my queen. She's once again getting targeted by the single inferno tower. I don't know what is going on, but I guess this, I don't know. Now the healers are on my archers, I think, at the top. I don't know why, but luckily they're switching now, which means the healers are somehow useful. But now the Hawk Riders are coming in from the back end, from the siege barracks, and this is looking good. Even though we messed up a lot in the beginning and had a bit bad luck with the single inferno tower, but this should be a nice triple. Once again, the siege barracks is the MVP with the delayed Hawk Riders into the triple. And guys, this means we are 3 out of 4 for this war. Even though we attacked the low guys, nonetheless, I think we did a good job. Let's see how the war ended. So the war finished on 68 to 64, which means we're pretty close. Only 4 triples difference, and 6 and balls had really, really good attacks. 14 to 18 triple for us. So that's a nice thing. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure to hit the like button and follow me on YouTube and on Twitch if you would like to see a couple of streams of me. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one, hopefully tomorrow, and see you guys. Bye-bye.